Good morning. It is day 11, and I'm a couple miles outside the redwood forest, or the start of the redwood forest road that runs for about 60 miles south of here. I'm headed over there next. It's raining pretty hard, so it should be an interesting adventure that way. It may limit the number of pictures I can take, which would be sad, but most of this is for me and looking and seeing these kinds of things so that I can imagine forests of this scale for fantasy novels or something like that. I've added a stop at a place called Six Rivers Brewery shortly after the Redwood Forest. I'm doing that for my son, who wants some specific beer that he got when he was out here for an SCA tournament. I'm not much of a beer guy myself, but I'm thinking this one sounds kind of interesting. So I might buy a little bit extra so I can take a sample of it. If that means that I have to buy an extra 6 or 4 pack and he gets the rest, I'm sure he'll be really upset with me. This is going to be kind of a lazy day, even with the rain. I don't have very far to go because if I go too far, then I'll be stuck either doing tomorrow's visits at night or get stuck in traffic. I'm headed into San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf. I've done some pre-checks on the websites of the places I'm going, even though California is locking itself back down right now. Everything still seems to be available for those stops. If it closes between now and then, it's just another place that I don't get to go. And, just kind of roll with it. It's like the weather. You can't control it, right? So I am still interested in those stops. I have tried for most of this trip to stay away from major groupings of people. I mean, the point of this trip is to refill my creative energies. It's not to become a new Typhoid Mary or even to get sick. So I'm a little leery about going into San Francisco. Maybe I'm being overly leery. Maybe I'm not. There's a lot of rude people in some of these places that have no consideration. I mean, it doesn't matter how you feel politically about what's going on. You can still give people their space. I mean, early on in this pandemic, I was wearing a mask a lot of the time, even though I live in a very rural area, so that it made other people feel comfortable. I knew that I had already been stuck working at home. I was isolated. I live alone. Well, other than the dogs, of course. So, it wasn't like I was going to run into anything, but wearing a mask made everybody else feel better. And, that's a small concession, right? I mean, this is a small concession to make other people feel better. And I think we don't spend enough time thinking of others in today's society. I don't mean to turn this into a lecture. I'm just kind of letting my thoughts roll here as the morning goes on. And I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for right now. Maybe we'll see something from the brewery if there's something interesting to film. If not, I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow before I head into San Francisco. Have a good day.